And so, as I was told, that's why I went downstairs to get the paper. This paper is Journal Tribuna de Macau, today's edition. And in fact, there's a new coach, a new head coach on the first division. Or one of the first division teams has a new head coach. But the head coach is not new, is José Filho. Remember him, the Brazilian coach of KI, winner of the title, the 11-a-side, 2 years ago. And recently, the Swan Song, in his Swan Song, he won the Bolivia with the KI team. Comprehensive 4-0 victory over Bendiana, I do believe it was. José Claire, the title, José Claire assumes command of Chaupaquet. The hierarchy of Chaupaquet wants to up the level of the club, and that's why they invited José Claire. Here it says that the head coach already assured to have 2 Brazilian players in his squad, and José Claire also says that he left KI for financial reasons, whatever that means. Well, when I was reading this, I started counting here, counting there, and all of a sudden I realized something very, very, very intriguing, and that I do want to explore, not now in this present segment. This is just to share. This maybe you have already noticed that I was totally awesome, but well, no more or suspense or whatever. Fact is, of the 8 teams that stayed at the elite league, so minus the 2 that were demoted to the second division, of the 8 teams, only 1, now get the percentage of that, 1 did not change his head coach. And you go say, the one that finished in first. But still all the others changed it. No. Actually, it's the one that finished in 5th.
This one.
And
here it is.
carefully, I will say, because they have to set the example. Right? I'm talking about Polícia. So, my good friend Kaliman. Kaliman, you are the veteran now of the coaches of the first division, of the elite division in Macau, at 44 years old. Go figure. Well, let's try to light the tone here, because this is something that I think deserves at least a sociological study. But before, we will be talking to people after the short passes. So let's look at that like this. Champions, Benfica. Champions Monte Carlo. They had won it with Joseph Tam.
Here.
Now it's Gordon Chu, the former goalkeepers coach. Second place in the championship. 1 point, just 1 point behind Monte Carlo. Winners of the FA Cup. So a good season all in all. Very good season all in all. Benfica. Coach Bruno Alves.
Here.
Mr. Alves is no longer in Macau with us. Actually, who is already in Macau and training Benfica is Paulo Bento. Maybe you remember it from 2 seasons back and 3 seasons back at Monte Carlo. He was the coach of Monte Carlo. Okay, let's go to the 3rd place finisher of last year's league, KI. Well, KI. KI, we know his conditions. Now he says it's because of José Claire says it's because of the financial situation. José Claire gave a very, very controversial interview, stopping very short of saying that there was persecution by the top race of Winton Arch towards Brazilian players. A very serious thing to say, accusation to make. But he stopped short of it. But still, so no José Claire KI, and we have the most decorated coach in Macau, Chan Man Kin, moving from Lampak to KAI. Impact that they finished fourth, so now Impact doesn't have also coach. We will talk about the situation of Chan Kim because it's sensitive, very sensitive, and we have to be very careful using the terms because we can have legal retribution. As Chan Kim left Lampak for the Bolinha as an emergency role, entered ex-players, former players, Lam Kakoi and Chechiman, but I think this is a temporary solution, don't count on them for the 11th side. Fifth place, okay, that's the only one. Kudos Polícia, well done. Kaliman. Oh, it rhymes. Sixth place, Lamieng. Lamieng, at the moment, I do not think they have a coach. Their coach was Paulo Chong, but Paulo Chong is a disciple of Chan Kim, and when Chan Kim was invited by KAI for the managerial role, he also set up a team, and Paulo Chong is effectively, or is on paper, the assistant coach, but Chan Kim told me that he will be under his wing and he has big projects for his protege, Paulo Chong. So, Paulo Chong not Lamieng as coach, that Lamieng was 6th, 7th place on the championship was Kwantai, and here's a sad one. Apparently Kwantai will have to refuse taking part. That story is a police story, so let them do the talking for sure. And now, 8th place, we started by there, is Inacio Hoy.
Inacio here.
It spells H-U-Y. Inacio Hoy, it's what I heard, it's what I listened. Inacio is co-founder of CPK, of the football club 6 years ago. Him and Stefan Chow
Stefan here.
The football club.
Stefan Chow speaking to Josie Clay.
2011 they won the second division. Last year they were promoted, and here they are again. But these gentlemen are businessmen essentially, and they don't have. And it was like a perfect storm that KAI had this tangling with Josie Clay, and there he was, and I consider to be good friends at least. Yeah, we are friends with Stefan Chow, and we were talking last time, and Stefan Chow respects very much the work of Josie Clay, which is good for the self-esteem of a coach, especially after what we heard about some suspected non-violent human treatment of humans by humans. Sorry, I'm very, very tired, but I'm still going to shop against